Hi guys, this is Eric from ET Figure Unboxing, and in this video, we're going to take a look at a Revoltech Date Masamune. So, a lot of you might not know the series or Revoltech at all, but he is from a video game, I believe, and later on made into an anime from Sengoku Basara, and he's a war hero. And Masamune is actually a very, very famous sword name. You should know by now if you play Final Fantasy or, Sephiroth's sword is named after this. And he's just a really, really cool Japanese war hero. And here's the left side of the box featuring Date Masamune and some right side of the box showing you some Revoltech technology. And this is the first bonus. And I got him off eBay at a very, very good price. This figure is around like 5 years old. So yeah, $45 for the almost mint condition. Yeah, it's a steal for me. Like, I just hope they don't make another like renewal version, like a 2.0 version though. They did for the Revoltech Mini, but yeah, let's just jump straight into the figure and talk about that a little bit more. Alright, so here we have the figure straight out of the box. And I gotta say, he is really impressive for the most part. Like, the joints feels really sturdy, the quality control is really good. Like, the paint is pretty well done. And we have to know that he's around $30 retail. So for $30, this is actually really good. I know Revoltech doesn't have the best reputation when it comes to design or like character likeliness and the joints. People just don't like the annoying joints. My only issue with it is that they're kind of squelching. In a way they're like kind of looking down and always in that like stylish pose. Like they're very good for stylish pose, just not good for like resting pose like this. But I think they look okay for the most part. And people always have problem with the face. Yeah, the face doesn't really look that good. But yeah, let's just jump straight into articulation and see what we have here. Alright, we have some interesting articulation over here. I thought he's gonna be like Raiden and Venom Snake, but apparently not really. He can turn like over here, like from a really weird angle. And then he has a Revoltech joints over here. So he can basically do that and then do that. Like, I'm not sure if you can like see that properly, but this is like a two-piece like for his shoulder. And he has bicep curl, of course, and he has bicep swivel, no problem. And he just has a hinge on his hand. And he can do pretty good ab crunch for the most part, because this is a Revoltech joints over here. He can bend over that high. And here his neck also has some articulation, and you can get his hair to move up that high so he can look up. Yeah, I don't really like the face in particular, but I think it's close enough. Consider like how cheap it is. And this first order bonus looks really good with a chrome instead of just a paint. And he can kick up that high. Like, this is all pretty good design. And here's some Revoltech joint. I like this kind of joints. They don't use this kind of joint for Raiden and Metal Gear Venom Snake. And here's more Revoltech joints. And you can like rotate over here on his legs. So that's pretty good range of motion. Now let's take a look at the accessories. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so Date came with his signature 6 swords sheath, and it's pretty straightforward. You just have to like connect them to the peg over here with the Revoltech ball joints. And unfortunately, these are just for show. Like, you have to like pull these off, and these are pegs. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. Those are all fully articulated. Alright, so obviously the figure came with a pair of sword holding hands. But he doesn't have anything else though. He only has the display open hands and the sword holding hand. But this is really cool. And this is his first sword he's always using. Like, this is the default sword. I forgot the name of the sword, but that's pretty cool. And I have him change the face where he's kind of like, clenching his teeth. Like having kind of hard time fighting people. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He also came with 2 other blades that can combine like so. Because in the anime and in the video game, he actually does this where he just holds 2 blades and then starts swinging and like, forming a circle or something. Just cutting people over and just like, try to slash everything in his way. That's pretty cool. And one thing you'll notice is that these blades are actually smaller than the default blade. But yeah, that's no big deal. He came with a lot of swords. And finally, we have a pair of hands where he's holding all of his swords using the 6 blade style. It's really, really cool. And all the swords are molded into his hand. I'm having so much fun with it. It's great. So time for some size comparison. And here's him next to the Awakening Goku. And here's him next to Minato, the 4th Hokage for Naruto series. Here's him, of course, next to GGO Kirito. That's pretty cool. So I think he's on the really weird scale where he's kind of big, but not really. because his head is really small compared to, the other people. He's not is exactly in scale, but I can live with it because he's still got a good size. And recently, Revoltech released a Date Masamune that's about this small. Yeah, I don't think the small figures will do for me. It's just too small. I can't take it like that small. All right, so here's some of the other figures we can compare with. Yeah, he's in his own scale, but I still think it's okay. And here's him next to Kylo Ren and like the Revoltech Venom Snake. I hope they make as big as Venom Snake though. But he's supposed to be pretty. Well, I think it's okay. Venom Snake can be taller than him because he's American. But yeah, it's really really good. I still like it. And now let's just jump straight into the final thoughts. Well, for the final thoughts, I think he's a really good figure for the most part. I would recommend him if you can get him around $50. Because I believe Revoltech is moving on with their technology and he's relatively old. But yeah, he's still pretty nice. The paint job and everything, I think it's pretty good for what it is. Like, I like the character. But yeah, the likeness and maybe just the style of the joints, you have to get over that. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think about a figure. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.